Good. All right, this one here, they're all special. They're all special. I think I've had given out 41 black belts prior to today, and then that was the 5th one. Again, they're all special. They all got meaning to them. But this one here is super special because when you have ladies sign up for jiu-jitsu, you know, they're in it for a while, and then most of them don't make it for a number of reasons. Not because they don't like it or it's just life happens. You know, people get married, people get divorced, they have kids, they got all kind of other things going on. And with this person here, she just went through all of that stuff, and she's still here. No, never complained, never asked coach why this, why I gotta go with her, why I gotta go with him, why are we running sprints, why we gotta do this, why there's no water break. Never, ever has she ever complained about anything. One of the best competitors in the school, just great person, like just, man, like I can't even say enough about Miss Cassie. Come on. Stories with her. Like when it comes to the competition, there's some times where like one of the tournaments we did really wasn't ran all that great as far as like the way they were doing it, and she had to wait for a very long time for her next division or her next match to start, I think. And she's literally just sitting in this hard you know, chair, and like I'm just like, man, it's getting late, she probably wants to go home. And I'm like, hey, you know, like, if you want to leave, like, you can. Like, they're just taking forever for this. She's like, no, I'm good. Like, I'll wait till, it's like 3 hours for, like, one other match to go or something like that. And she's always stuck it out to the end. And then we did, like, the Dallas Open, and then she's like, hey, we need points for the team, right? For, like, absolute. Like, I'm like, yeah, we could use some more points because, you know, that's how we're fighting. That's how we win. She's like, cool, I'm going to go sign up. I'm going to go and do the absolute. Where most people do their weight class, get their medal, or they won or lost, and they go home. She grabs her medal, goes up to the stand, does the absolute divisions all the time. I remember there's one, she had this one lady she fought. She's got busted lip, hair everywhere, like it's just got her hand raised, like just so many war stories with her. Like she's a warrior, just a warrior. It's just, man, inspirational for me. So. Just wanted to share that because there's people out there, like I said, that just, hey coach, I gotta go. She's like, I'm in it to the very end, to the last one leaves, I'm here. She's got a husband and 2 kids, you know, and she's gonna stick it out. Where most people are like, hey, I gotta go tend to my kids, I got a husband I gotta take care of. She's like, nah, that'll be all right. I gotta take care of it. So, anyway, Kat, so let's start. Like, how'd you get started? Where'd you start?
Jiu-Jitsu I started in San Antonio, but just in general, you're just talking about like...
Yeah, just overall from the very beginning. So you started in San Antonio. How long were you there for?
I was there for almost 2 years.
Okay.
2 years, and came up here because my then coach recommended me. You are Bruno, and I wasn't going to drive to
Dallas.
No, Odessa or wherever.
Oh, you're in that time.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't going to drive. So you're obviously the only choice. And like most people said, come in, you have that 30-day trial, and you either know or you don't know. I don't think you try other places. I mean, I guess you could, but trying to know if you fit in at that time, right? If it's gonna work, and that's the way I felt. It's like in the atmosphere and just how you run everything.
Yeah, you know, she says that just brought something back to my mind. Was like, at one point, I was dealing with a lot of individuals that felt entitled to certain things, gave me a hard time about every little thing about practice, and I was like, well, maybe I am too hard. Maybe I'm going over the top. Maybe I need to change my coaching ways a little bit. So I was like that close to doing it, because I was like, man, I got a lot of people that cry in here, man, like just whine about stuff. And I'm like, I just said that out loud to class, like, hey guys, I'm just not gonna do what I'm doing. I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna get softer. I'm gonna do all this stuff, like whatever. And she comes up afterwards and was like, hey, because you were like 40 minutes away, right? Like you're in Euless or something like that. Yeah, almost like an hour away. And she's like, I drive almost an hour to get here because of the way you coach. So if you change that, I'm gonna go somewhere else. And no one was complaining but guys. And here I got a woman coming up to me saying, hey, if you change the way you teach and the way you structure the class and the way you run it, I'm out of here. So I was like, I'd rather those guys leave than her leave, you know? So I was like, bet. I'm like, that's just gonna keep it that way. I just was dealing with a lot of just certain individuals back then, and it really had me questioning some things, and she just put me right back in that place. And it's like, so she's a big reason why I do run things the way I run them. I've had people leave and come back like, dang, coach, you're a lot harder than you used to be. I mean, yeah, because it needs to be that way. Because Cassie said if a shot will be and I don't want to lose Cassie. You know?
Thanks, Cassie.
Yeah, you guys can leave. She's got to stay. You know what I'm saying? So that's a huge part of why the bar is also set so high. But during this process, you know, you got married, you got two awesome boys.
Yeah.
How did you, or how do you still just keep? Because you're here every week. You're here all the time.
It's kind of like a mutual agreement between me and my husband. I'm gonna do it. So he does the gym. He likes gym. I like jiu-jitsu. So it's equivalent to gym for me. So, and he sees it makes me happy. So.
And you said there's times where you're tired, and he says, "Hey, you got to go."
Oh
to
yeah,
class.
he encourages me to go. He's like, "You said you're gonna go. Pretty much. So.
There's no like, "Oh, let's stay home and watch a movie." Let's go to class.
No, when he knows I said I'm gonna do something, he knows it's gonna make me feel better in the end, in the long run. So even when I'm sick, he's like, "Sure you don't want to stay home?" But he's like, he's really telling me.
Yeah. He's a reverse psychologist.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yes.
He's a good guy. Yeah. Again, I just, she's awesome. Okay, like I'd be here all day, just kind of giving throughout the years of the compliments. Because how long have you been training?
10 years.
10 years.
Oh, wow.
10 years. Never takes it. Well, she took the break because of the kids, of course, but she came right back. Then had another son that came back, and then like just got right after it. Like just awesome. It was rough.
Coming back, yeah.
Yeah. Or like I said, you guys that spring a pinky toe or something here, man, it's like, oh, this is rough coming back. You know, she had 2 boys. Round of applause for Cassie.